What?
This Snoop Dogg.
Is it who?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh my god. That would be Scooby-Doo.
Well, it doesn't look like him.
Who did you think it was?
My favorite.
Who?
What do you call that man?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
What?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, he's your favorite?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And it's out.
Oh, Elaine, you need to close the door. Bobby, stop, Bobby. Oh, Elaine, oh shit. Oh, Elaine, Bobby done fell. Lord have mercy, Bobby. Bobby done fell on her back. God, Bobby, how we gonna get you up? Oh, Jesus Christ. What you doing falling?
Kidding me right now? You're mad.
Yes.
Why? You have a tooth fairy monster. A lot of kids don't have that.
I got $2 from
So?
the Tooth Fairy.
So? That's not good enough?
My tooth is way more.
Your tooth was worth more than that?
Yes.
Are
I
you-
hate the Tooth Fairy. She's a stupid bitch. Really, Maya? That's a waste of money. I'm taking your money.
So glad he's gonna hide me. I'm so glad he's gonna hide me. Yes, he will. I'm so.
Had a dick and cider.
I can't begin my day until I've had a dick and cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old dick and cider.
My girlfriend loves dick and ciders. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the dick inside her.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with the dick inside.
Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I wait for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm gonna go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the women. Now let's get to it.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Y'all come on in, baby.
Come on in.
Hey everybody, hey, it's time to what? Get our judges, top 5 point of view, and it's another Wednesday night. I want y'all to click like, click share. Hilarious. Hey Paula. Hey Devon.
Shout out to Paula.
Okay. Heavy corn.
Hey,
What's
up, Ephraim?
Shut up, Jasmina. Gregory, what's going on, Jess? Hey. Everybody, I want y'all to click like, click share. It's time to get
Morgan.
Let them know it's on. It's time to get out. Just hey, Trent.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, Jeff. I'm over here drinking my wine. That y'all bring us every week.
I got me some brandy.
Oh shit! And not the finger.
Thank you, Courtney.
You still celebrating?
I'm still celebrating.
Shit, Nia, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Just waking up from my after work nap.
Okay.
Hey, DeMarcus.
Y'all see Dominique is not
right? Hey, Queen.
She has a promotion, so she has some things at work she had to do. Hey, Queen. And Coco is
Alexis Sheraton.
Remotely from home.
Okay,
so,
Coco.
Yes, she's remote tonight, honey. Yes, I like a little remote. Child, she's been bringing us this wine. If I tell you this little wine right here is sweet white wine called Sugar. And if I tell you, it will get you where you need to be.
I got me some dick inside.
I want me some dick inside. I want to see what that tastes like. Some dick inside. Trent, how was your birthday party?
Hey, Tiana. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. So many people came. Listen, I got so fucked up Sunday night. And then a lot of people like, you didn't tell me. But I thought Friday, I said, because Monday I want to go out to eat for my birthday. Then I was like, no. I said, Friday, told me, I said, I ought to have a party. But I had to go out with Miss Pat Saturday. So I said, I can't do it Saturday. The pageant Sunday. So let me make it Monday. I thought a lot of people wouldn't even come because it was on a Monday. But it turned out really, really, really good. We got fucked up.
That's good. That's good. I thought it was
Good time.
You had a good time, Neil?
I had a really good time. The food was good. Whoever made that salmon and whatever was going on with that, that was just that was just amazing.
Monica made that. I made her come down there just to make that. It's so good to me.
That was really good. We played cards. I beat Trent on the card table.
Did you beat me, Neil?
Yes, I beat you and Derek J.
Derek J reneged. Derek J reneged. And I was not well.
Derek J reneged.
Shout out to Derek J, but he reneged.
No, I did not. I haven't. Child. Okay, so it's time for hot topics. This not even on the thing. That Mia Culpa movie is out with Kelly Rowland, and everybody have like different views. And I haven't seen it yet. Have either one of y'all seen it? I'm gonna watch it.
Although I haven't saw it, I feel like people say almost the same thing about every Tyler Perry movie that comes.
Yeah.
So like, it's like
I'm going to watch it though, just to support. I'm going to watch it.
I'm gonna have to check it out and see, because I love Kelly Rowland, period. So
me too.
You know, and I'm just glad
that and the guy that's in it with her.
That's the guy from Moonlight, right?
I don't even know who the guy is. I don't know. I know they had an interview together and they asked, have they met before they did the movie? And she said no, they met the day they sort of filmed it. Well, when they did started to do the table reads and all that stuff.
Chemistry test and all
that. He's like one of the main actors in the Moonlight.
Yeah.
That movie won like movie picture of the year.
Paula said she got put out of Home Depot behind that movie. Girl, what happened? See, girl, you didn't tell me that, girl. You didn't give me the team. And they say the sex scenes was the team. And that
I heard that with the paint and stuff.
Oh, that's what you talking about. Girl, I ain't know none of that. Girl, I need to see. The ending was stupid, but we need a part two because we still don't know what the But child, was Kelly good? That you know, we know what this Tyler Perry give and all that kind of stuff like that. So I don't know what y'all was expecting. But was Kelly good? That's all that matters to me. Yeah. If she's good. Because, you know, Tyler Perry and all that kind of stuff. Child, Trump, once again, said some stupid stuff. And at one of them rallies, honey, I just cannot believe, like, they are still letting this man run for office. And
it's unbelievable.
And you winning so far. But this is what he had to say. Now this is, and it's just this is what he had to say. Listen to this.
T.S. Madison threatens Charlamagne for his big bad comment.
Oh my God! And then I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing.
What he said bothered me, but I don't like how he said, and that's why the black people like me.
Well, yeah. Trump made comments. These like everything that he says is like for a third, fourth grader to understand what he's saying. Like he never used big words or be like this long-winded.
He used bigly before. You remember?
He did.
He used bigly.
That's something that a third, fourth grader would be able to understand. So like his demographic, he has people that's going to support him regardless. Like, I don't know what persuasion tool he has, but it's a powerful persuasion tool.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he did say he could only see the black people in the audience.
I'm Shantae. That's right.
Thing. I mean, just some of the stupidest stuff that you will say.
But a part part of me think, Donald Trump says these things because it's yet another way to keep his name out there, free publicity, without buying these commercial ads. And here, all of us are talking about him more than we're talking about the person who some of us want to vote for or going to vote for, but we're talking about him. So he's keeping himself out there in the news and getting all this free ad and media time.
Yeah, because that's what he does. That's what he does. He's a reality star. He know how to play the game. But the people don't long as you're not persuasive to the people who have their rights and their beliefs in order not to try to sway them that you're gonna do what you think you're gonna do, and you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. And something like
it amazes me how a person who can say they are multimillionaire who has all these fine things
billion
can also appeal to the person in Waycross, Georgia, who stay in a trailer park, who work at a Piggly Wiggly, ain't never went to New York or even got on a plane, but he appeals to all those individuals. Like he would come and sit down at their table in their trailer park and have dinner with them.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, here's the thing, he don't need the people that's much like him because they're gonna follow him anyway. Tax gave them great breaks in taxes, you know what I'm saying? So it's about money too at the end of the day. That 1% or people that's well off want to save on their taxes. They want to be able to write off stuff, that they weren't able to in this administration. So the shit is crazy.
Well, I'm going to vote tomorrow. We have early voting here, and in Houston. It started last week, so I'm going to go do my due diligence this week,
Gerald,
and do my early voting. So I hope you guys are out there voting and doing your due diligence.
Absolutely. Please, we got to vote. Listen to this man go around this country just being our ass, and it's so accepted. So we got to vote. Do your research. See what Biden really have done. Just because it ain't flashed out on the news every 10 minutes doesn't mean nothing wasn't accomplished in his reign. So do your research. Get out there and vote because, listen, we can't afford to have Trump.
It's funny because somebody was talking to me the other day, and they was telling me how when we were talking about how when Neil said he erased his student loans, and he didn't know about Biden doing that, and then when they got erased, his mama told him. He told his mama about it. It's being erased. She said, "Oh yeah, because I filled out the stuff for you." That's why he was saying. I didn't know that it was really a thing that was going to really happen. So they not boasting and bragging about that type of stuff, and the stuff that he has actually done.
Mm-hmm.
They too worried about him being an old man and not being able to make it through his term.
As if Trump is young.
Yeah, hello.
And, the thing with Biden and doing it, like I'm gonna vote for him, but a lot of people who see, I think that kind of appeals to those who needed student loans forgiven, and who went through that process and who got it appealed. But as far as those individuals who didn't go to college or didn't need their loans forgiven, like what ways are we going to appeal to that 19, 20-year-old student that just graduated high school, that's just out of high school, or fresh in college? Like finding ways to appeal to those students is like the key, because appealing to the middle-aged, middle-class individuals, those individuals pretty much are set with who they're going to vote for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they already got their mind made up. I don't know.
Well, vote for was aligns with your beliefs is what I'm saying. So
she's like Tina from Ramirez. She voted for Trump at the time. She said their views lined together. So she did her research on what she thought that aligned with her. He didn't take as much as her money as any other people would have. But get out there, like I said, do your research. Take it upon yourself. As much time as we spend on social media, read negative posts and stuff, just do a little research. That takes some time to see really what have this administration accomplished so that we can make sure we get out and vote. Because if not, you're going to be regretting this later on.
And if you don't know who to vote for, vote Democrat.
What's up, Phil?
You know,
okay.
But the Democrats, they outside of this Trump election, just other Democrats, they hold like black people, or to me sometimes they depend too much on the black vote, and because they feel like, oh, black people gonna vote for me regardless. And sometimes, you know, you got to really look at who you're voting for.
Just the black, the browns too, but sometimes but as they can see, they should know by now that that's not the case. Clearly, Trump is back in his shit, you know. So
shit, I'd rather have Jimmy Carter over Trump.
Damn,
at his age now.
That's basically what you got, regardless.
Yeah. More.
I mean, I told you, Biden he couldn't even hold that Five Guys burger the other day.
Yes, he could. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. They listen here. They did charge him up. He was on about 50%, but he would have been charged.
Yo,
that's too funny.
That man like that. Just Hilarious is in the news once again.
Oh Lord.
With
what'd she do this time?
So she was talking about the lady who made the lies about her dealings with her husband.
Okay.
So she was talking about that, and they had said something about big back women, and so T.S. Madison had said something about what Charlamagne had said, and said, "Oh, we gonna smash his face in," or something like that. So Just Hilarious brought it back up on the show, and so this is what happened after she brought it back up on the show. Well, is it what happened?
Almost.
T.S. Madison threatens Charlamagne for his big back comment.
Oh my God, no.
Yes, that's what I said. I was like, oh my God, you should be real scared. Last week, I reported on the viral TikTok series, Who the F Did I Marry? By Risa Tisa. T.S. Madison, a self-proclaimed big backer, she publicly checked in on the rest of the big back brigade to see how she should respond. And she said, hashtag big back people, including me. Y'all letting Charlamagne get away with that? Or are we caving his face in? Let me know.
Whoa.
Yep. There was no LOL. There was no emoji. There was no nothing. First of all, why am I even talking to you? How you just include yourself into that? Now, if you were to say that to her, then what would happen?
Oh, they'd be calling for my head on social media.
I'm talking about social media in the streets.
In the streets.
Everywhere.
They ask for you to be canceled, suspended, and all that.
It's like, what are we even talking about?
Well, let the record show, I didn't even know the young lady had a big back. Okay, I just said it sounded like big back behavior. And I know big back belief when I hear it.
Okay.
Okay, that's all.
Well,
I don't know why the big back brigade was upset at me.
Well, I don't know how somebody just include themselves in it. Like, why are we?
I don't think she was serious, though. Was she serious? That sounded like
I don't see no LOL.
The beginning of it sounded like a joke to me.
Well, is she a friend? Did she call you up and say, I'm just playing?
No, I'm talking about the beginning when she said the big back people. What did she say?
She believes she has a big back. She said, hashtag big back people, including me.
Yeah, I thought that was a joke.
Are we caving in his face?
Yeah, don't do that, T.S. Madison. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, just said it would. You know, if I was to make a tweet about a transgender like that and end it by saying, "Oh, we caving their face in," social media would be calling for my head.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's play nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's absolutely play nice. But see, that's crazy because that's gonna fly right up under the radar. Because I guess she could say that. That's crazy. I don't understand.
You sound like you was mad that he did not want to go.
Babe, that he didn't want to go because I like the Breakfast Club. I watch it like while I'm at work, or listen to it while I'm at work, just to start my day.
Me too.
His comment initially, I don't know how it became a trans issue for her, because he was just talking about big backs and I don't know, maybe that's what they call big women up there or something. But I don't know, it was a joke. I think she took it too far because if you on the radio, podcast, anything, that's all y'all do is talk about other people's business. So I'm like, why you talk about somebody's business getting into something? That's what you do. You hear something, you discuss it, you talk about it. That lady who Big Back y'all was talking about, or the show, she didn't ask y'all to talk about her.
I was really just you ain't got nothing else. Nothing else. And you keep like trying to please bite this, honey. Please bite this. And he not doing it. But then what you gonna say, Trent?
I think Charlamagne has changed his style of journalism on his show, because at one time he was so mean to so many people, and so much transpired to him as a result of it. So if you notice now, Charlamagne always go to the softer side of everything, almost like he is the mediator, wants to keep it even keel now, because you remember him making Lil Mama, brought her to tears, the way he was joning her. He wants to joan, but I think that he's playing a different role in it now.
There's little jokes in, but it's like Trent said, on the softer side. I mean, and then this man, I'm sure you get tired of going out to the clubs, going out to this place, and some people trying to fight you or jump you, or they possibly trying to attack you. So that has to get old at some point. So, and then Charlamagne started getting advertisement endorsement deals with other things. So it's like, bitch, my money, I'm stacking my money over here. So some things is not worth the battle.
Well, this is what we got. This is what we got to
remember. Go ahead.
This is what we got to realize. Jess is on there to report the mess. Is the mess with Jess? Charlamagne made the statement about big back people, and T.S. Madison took offense to it. Now, I don't believe that was T.S. fight about big back people, because hear me out. People make those type of insensitive jokes all the time around tax season about how big girls, and they got memes going around, a big woman giving money to a smaller dude, or you can see her buying him stuff, and it's tax season. It's always this big woman as the meme, as the joke, and people pass it around by the thousand, maybe millions, and nobody is outraged. Listen, whether she said cave his face in meant reading or actually fighting him, fans are crazy. Just like when Trump said what he said about going to the Capitol, those people actually got up and went. They really incited that, because sometimes your voice can be so big in a community of small-minded people who don't know what's literal and what's funny, that now he can be out and motherfuckers ready to attack him just because Maddie said, are we caving his face in? Because remember, right now, she's the leader of the trans, situation, or what happens in the gay community. She got one of the biggest voices. Now, I don't care for Jess as much either, right? But she had to report that because that was on her docket, So I do believe what she said. If Charlamagne would say, "Are we caving her face in?" we would have been in outrage. Like, nigga, trans women already going through enough. Trans women already getting killed out here.
It's her time to report it, but once she see that he ain't buying it, she just like, okay, well, bitch, you ain't buying. Okay, I'm gonna try.
To me, she
kept on. It's just like, okay, well, all right.
But it's obvious they don't care for each other. Neither care for each other. But both got a platform to report whatever they like. It's obvious they don't care for each other. So anytime anything come up, it's gonna go far. But what did Madison have to do with big backs?
She got one.
But what does she have to do with it? If that doesn't pertain to her, as far as a big back woman happen to pay somebody, because if that's not her story, then that's not your story. It's been spoken many times. The big person has always been looked at
but I think she also said that pertaining to the big back situation, that also the small back have the same situation also.
Absolutely.
Don't just say that it's the big back comment is what I think why she said it. But she had a response to Jess, and this is what she said. Let me see. Let me make sure.
That I wasn't threatening Charlamagne the God. For what? For what? See, The thing about it is, what all the people over there that want to jump on your pussy lips is that they're sitting here because I'm a tranny. They want to sit here and overlook the fact that you, as a woman who just almost a year ago, if it not was a year ago, was calling for men to protect us. Men to protect us. And then you sitting right next to a nigga who's talking about a woman, bitch, and you jumped in on the bandwagon, help dragging her. Right? Come on, we ain't even really done, right? Then you sit over here with your small back, right? With your small, tiny back that you have, bitch, and you let Country Wayne play in your face on fucking Shannon Sharp show and tell you to leave him alone. So obviously, bitch, big back holes and small back holes have some of the same motherfucking problems. But let's talk about Chris, that was allegedly was fucking them punks in Baltimore, bitch, that you was fucking off on. That was fucking them punks in Baltimore that really initially started your disdain for the girls. And Burrell energy. So the streets say, let's talk about that. Let's talk, in the words of Azalea Banks, let's talk about that. And then you have the audacity to have so much nigger energy running through your motherfucking chain smoking voice having ass, bitch. So much nigger energy that you got with you, bitch, that you attract niggas that probably fuck punks. And it's okay. That don't make you less of a woman. Hell, you pregnant now. But my thing is, the pressure that you want with me, you really don't want it with me. The pressure that you got with me, you got with yourself. Miss Hilarious.
And I mean, are we the side with Maddie on the misgendering? I mean, come on. Come on. I like Madison. I love Madison. I do. But we can't walk around and do whatever we want to and then expect nobody else not to be able to do what they want to.
I just, for the life of me, don't understand how it turned into a trans issue. Like, to me, it was never meant to be a trans issue.
Yeah.
Like, because, I mean, I understood what Charlamagne was saying because he was trying to get a joke in and blah, 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 and big back. But it wasn't like it was a trans issue. I think Jess made it more into a trans issue.
She absolutely did.
And just a trans woman made a comment about what he said, but that doesn't mean that trans women don't have that issue with men or either. But like she said, it wasn't about, just you made it about big women.
Well, he just made a joke, but it's really about people and their self-confidence and what you allow people to do.
Too, I think, but just Hilarious made it all kind of like what it ain't. It's crazy.
I mean, she got an issue with the people because a lot of people always misgender Just Hilarious, call her all types of dudes, and call her trans person, and say she like a tranny, all types of stuff now. So I'm sure she had some disdain for those individuals as well.
I used to like Just Hilarious, but she's so
I don't mind her, but she's not my favorite. But TS go deep too, because that whole rant was way longer than that small amount of time. Asked, if we would have said that about trans people, then it would have been, you would have been canceled. But Madison go in about her fucking punks, about her this, about do this, about that. Hilarious. I mean, come on. When we do this type of stuff, and listen, I'm all for a good read. Read a bitch throat off, but I'm also okay with being read too. And I don't care what's being said, because in the time of my heated moment, I may say anything to you. So in all fairness, you can say anything back to me, whether it hurt or not. So if we clapping for her and we cheering for her to misgender somebody, when they do it to us, then we need to just be okay with it, because their side going to cheer just as well.
Oh yeah, they're gonna continue to cheer. They never gonna stop. They never gonna stop. But anyway, and before I go on, I want to give a shout out to my son, Deshaun. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, son.
Happy birthday, Deshaun. I hope you get your dick sucked today.
He got a husband.
Happy birthday.
Oh, well, you better get it from the bike.
If you got a husband, I mean, you're going to get it 2 or 3 times from your husband and the other people on the side.
Oh my Lord Jesus! Happy birthday, son! I love you, Evan. Have y'all watched the Wendy Williams documentary?
I haven't. I watched pieces.
I watched the first 2 episodes, and it's sad, child. It's really sad.
Oh, Chevelle.
It's really, really sad.
Chevelle.
And what I don't like when I was seeing the post about people saying, "Oh, she get what she deserves because she did this and that and the other." Like we just said, just with the mess, she do her job, you know. And as TMZ and all those other shows and stuff like that, journalists, they were doing their job. Now she
what's up, Leo?
What made her famous was because she did ask the hard questions and you know.
Yeah.
So that does not make it right that you say it's okay that what's happening to her is that's what she getting. No, I don't like.
I don't think that's it.
You know, and she has like aphasia and frontal lobe dementia and lymphedema and some other stuff, and
that shit got her rude too.
Oh,
she don't play with them. Get out of here. I don't like her.
Baby, I don't like her.
Get out of here.
Where you get her from?
She rude as shit. Do you hear me?
That child has to ask us something about taking care of her son. Who are you to ask to take care? Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
it's so sad to watch. It's like her eyes don't even close. Like she sleep with her eyes wide open or something. You know what I'm saying? It is so fucking sad to watch. And here goes. It's the thing about people who talk about this is her karma. This ain't her karma. She was born a weird, ugly ass, awkward ass bitch. So you knew something was wrong with her any goddamn way. So as life goes on, every motherfucker sick ain't sick because of a karma. So something they did in somebody's life. Some people be born hereditary shit. Some people just go through shit. It happens in life. It's crazy to me because these are the same people who tuned into her show to watch her be a mess, to watch her ask people personal questions that people wouldn't normally ask anybody. These are the same people that made her show #1 for about 12 or 13 seasons. And now when something happened to her, now it's how that's what the bitch get. You know what I'm saying? We made her popular by tuning in. I know I tuned in. It was fucking entertaining. And if you don't want to answer nothing ever in your life to anybody, you ain't got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they ask you. You ain't got to talk about it. But they praised her for being that mess. And she raised Charlamagne in the business too. And that's where he had got his messy edge from. And then so he had to fine tune that and turn it around. That's why you see him being neutral a lot. You grow into this thing. You know what I'm saying? But and she did a damn good job. She ruffled feathers. Yes, she did. But they ruffle feathers every fucking where you go.
Them ruffling them feathers got our TV show.
Got a TV show, and it was successful. But but what this is this is tragic. This is tragic to watch because people are fuck with you as long as you up, as long as you got shit. You know, this woman had billboards all around her studios. You know, it was a Wendy Williams show. It was this. As soon as she gets sick, they knock her to the side like it's nothing. That's the biggest lesson to be learned in that.
Knock them down and push Shira up.
It's easy to be somebody's friend when they're doing good.
Absolutely.
It's easy to do. It's when they're not doing well. Are you going to be their friend? Are you going to be there? Or are you going to get ghosts?
That's right.
I was after I watched the first episode of it, the next day, Morel had posted some videos of them, and it was the good times and watching. It was like day and night watching it, and just like, but watching it was like so sad because she was like really happy during those times and having so much fun with them backstage and stuff like that, and doing stuff that you know wouldn't see her normally do because you seeing her being like that kind of round, you know. Yeah. But there's a softer side of her, and so watching the documentary and listening to her son and her nephew and her niece talk about her and what they think that's best for her, and then to be around these other people who see different. But one thing they are trying to do is stop her from drinking, because that's the worst part of it all.
And did you see her expose her feet and show her feet and stuff?
I haven't watched the third episode yet, but they do show people like it haven't got to where the part where Black China was there with her, and she like was looking. I saw like a clip of it. But
does she know what's going on? Like, is she like really demented like that? Like,
yeah,
that's so sad. That's so sad.
And just to see her like go, they were looking for the vape pens, and she was saying that she go to this bodega that's around the corner from the Wendy Williams show, go by there, and then she'll know how to get there. So they went right to the bodega, went in there. She said those not it, and she made them go around the street at the least I can think 6 times, because she kept telling them that's not it. That's not it.
She kept making them go in.
And she kept making them go in.
Wow. She probably needs something though. She might be in a lot of pain too. Just her feet alone. She might be in a lot of pain. She probably needs something to make her feel better. And that's why she probably heavy on the drinking. She probably don't even want to be here anymore. She probably wants to drink herself to death or whatever. You just never know. Because I know if I had that unfortunate event that happened to me, I want somebody to come visit me and smother me.
I know she wants.
I don't want to live in that misery
with her son, and it's like why they won't let her have that is what's sad. It's so sad. But I gotta watch the next part of it. We talked about last week Regina King in the new movie Shirley, but I didn't know that her sister was also in the movie in the movie with her. So it's gonna be good to see her and her sister be in the movie. I think this is the first time they ever acted together. Her and her sister.
They look good. They look like too.
I can't wait to see that. I can't wait.
I can't wait to go see it. I'm gonna see if Labathea want to go with me.
That must give you what Labathea look like. That must give you what you give in Labathea. When you think of Labathea, that's what she finna come around and come and give.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
A little chisel.
Okay.
Child. I forgot about that. I skipped that. This one in the on the docket, but that Diddy is back in the news, and he is being sued by a producer for what is it, $30 million? And they keep talking about it. And it's a music producer who worked on Diddy's most recent record, the Love album, Off the Grid. He is suing the embattled music mogul, accusing him of engaging him in serious illegal activity, including sexual assault. In a lawsuit filed in the U.S. Federal Court for the Southern District of New York and obtained by USA Today on Monday, Rodney Leroy Jones alleges Combs forcibly touched and attempted and or threatened to touch Jones' intimate areas and or touch Jones with his own intimate body parts. While they worked on the album. He also accuses the rapper and his associates, including his 30-year-old son Justin, and his chief of staff of Combs and Global Entertainment, in participating in sex trafficking venture. Child, now listen. And it's that man said he touched him on his intimate parts, in his intimate areas. It was something that had to do with a shower, and made him watch a video of Stevie J having sex with other men, but come to find out it wasn't Stevie J. and it was the porn star Knockout, and Knockout came up and said that it was him in the picture that they showing that little in the little circle, and this what TMZ had to say. Can you get it? Can you get it? Can you get it, Joe?
Says that image is not to you, but what's interesting is that there are other places on the internet that it was published, that photo, and someone has come forward today and says that image is not Stevie J. The person says
it's a male porn star,
right? Who goes by the name Knockout, and he posted a much clearer photo of the same image and says you can tell in the clear image because the one in the lawsuit is very blurry, and he says this is me to you, but what's
I wouldn't mind a little round with Stevie.
Damn, Diddy.
I mean, it's some of the stuff that's so vague to me. The person assumed like, oh, you're touching my intimate private part, like, or intimate areas. What is? I mean, it can be assumed the intimate area is your, you know,
your dick in your ass.
But your intimate area could be, I don't know, it could be your ear for somebody, or it could be something else.
Ain't shit intimate about an ear.
It's so vague to me.
And a wax ass ear.
It's just such P Diddy is such an easy scapegoat. Not saying that some of this stuff didn't happen, but it's just like it's not deep. I be wanting the details. Like if you're gonna put something out there, put the details out there.
Yeah.
And to give me some vague story.
This stuff is in the court files and stuff like that. They have the court files and the pictures and stuff. And
Playing, him and his kid playing with you. Him and the son.
And that's the picture of the snapshot, and then that's the court filing.
Who that's supposed to be in the bed with?
Somebody's supposed to be a guy, but it's supposed to be Steve J and another guy.
Oh, this shit is crazy.
They were saying he was bringing like prostitutes and stuff to him, and he was drugged one time, and he don't know what happened. So, but like I was telling Neil earlier today, when Corinne Stephens was saying about the parties and all that kind of stuff like that, they just thought she was crazy, and it's in her book. You know, they you know, she told y'all he was having these parties, he was doing these things, and then nobody want to say nothing.
Damn. You know what? I wish my grandmother raised me, and I wish she would have took me to Diddy when I was young.
Yeah. You'll be a different man now.
Or lived at the house with Little Richard, not Little Richard, where Richard Price grew up. That's what Jim Flynn was raised in that house.
In which house?
The house from JoJo Dancer with the Annie was his Richard Price aunt or somebody who ran the whole house. And Richard Pryor worked there, and Jim Flint worked there too. He was supposed to be in the shoe shine boy, but Jim Flint said he was giving blowjobs on the side.
Yeah, but they had the same description. He had to bend over and shine the shoes. Either way, he was bent over. Go ahead, old Jim.
It's in his book.
They got a book out.
Jim Flint had a book out, and it's about this big. It's big. It's big boots, honey. Yeah, Jim Flint said she was giving blowjobs on the side, honey. She wasn't supposed to be doing that.
Man, Miss Felicia.
Yeah, at the little house from JoJo Dancer. Madonna, you know, is on tour right now, and I guess she does a tribute to people that we have lost from HIV and AIDS. And she had a picture of Luther Vandross and
good night, Tatiana.
And the hi Todd. She had a picture of Luther Vandross in the reel, and his camp reached out to her and told her to take that down because that was never said that Luther Vandross died from complications of AIDS or was even diagnosed with HIV or AIDS.
No.
So she had to take that down, and they've been wearing her out about it. I was like, ooh. So you just took it upon yourself to just put that in there, and you didn't think, oh, you pulled a paddle.
Now they had no business asking Patty. Patty's just a truthful woman. They had no business asking Patty.
Okay, because they knew how Patty was just gonna go on 17. But man, they like, you know, they got on Mad telling about that. Oh man, so she took it out, and I don't know if she'll issue an apology, a statement or not.
She should, but they shouldn't really be mad at her. This is a different Madonna. This is about the 6 face job she got, so they can't be mad at this one because this one really didn't know. The one back in the day knew.
It's so funny watching her on this though. Like Neil was talking about how he won't go see Janet Jackson, but I'm sorry, watching Madonna at this concert has been absolutely hilarious to me. It has. And at some point it gave me like Dolly Parton. Like that's how old, like she's like walking around doing stuff. Like her movement is Dolly Parton-ish.
Even Dolly moved better than that.
It was kind of like,
and she about 72 pounds with 50 pounds of titty.
It's Madonna, you know, and I like Madonna, but I don't know. And then she looked like she got that color red booty.
Yeah, that booty a mess. Her face went down pretty nicely though. You remember the time she first came out at them awards? Y'all had dragged her for dear life.
Oh, she looked like the Catwoman.
Yes, she did.
But she was swole. She was real.
Like she should have missed that award show.
Yes, she should.
She was too full.
She
should have missed that one.
She want to do it. The Real Housewives cast is getting has been given a shakeup. They haven't started filming yet or anything, but we know that Candace off the show, and then come to find out that
What's that noise back there?
I don't know. It's not me because I ain't got nothing on.
Oh,
I can't hear it from one of you. I don't know.
Oh, it's gone now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
But we know that Candace out and Portia's back in, and Marlo and Sonia is leaving. So now all we have is Candy, Portia, and Drew.
Well, Sheree's gonna be a friend of the show, right? I hear.
Sheree is a friend of the show. Go back to that picture. Yeah, Sheree is a friend to the show.
it's a static coming from somewhere.
I don't know where it's coming from.
Go in and come back. I feel like every time you talk should be able to happen.
I just Neil, and it's coming from over there.
Okay.
I just need to try to mute you to see where it's coming from. Because ain't nobody here with me.
It's not over here with me.
Oh.
I don't know where it's coming from. Can you still hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back. Okay.
Can you hear it now?
I don't hear it now. Do you hear something on my end?
No.
I don't know what's going on there.
Me neither.
But you know, this cast they need to shake up. I thought first season when they brought Sonya in, they should have faded her ass out that first season because she was bored as hell.
She
the
was
very
bored.
first season. Like she didn't give me anything. I love seeing her husband. I see rap all day.
Her husband was a great looking guy.
Who?
I mean, not rap. What's his name?
What do you mean? It's back.
Yes.
Yeah.
What y'all saying?
I want to see Sonya's husband, but I didn't want to see her.
Bring nothing to the show. Sonya was horrible. Sonya was horrible, and Sonya was boring.
Wait, so Drew coming back?
That's what they said. Drew was supposed to be back on the show. It was supposed to be Drew and two other girls.
Why did you put that O by Sheree?
That was me.
And Candy said that she did get invited back, but she declined because they had her sitting around waiting too long. So she told them no.
Well, I tell you, she made that very clear. Let's be clear, ladies. I got a full-time offer contract back, and the coin was right, but I got some other things in the work that y'all find out later. So for her to turn down, I tell you, Candy got some shit up her sleeve. She always doing something.
Yes, she's a business. She's so business.
She is, yes. So,
I think Housewives for that black franchise Atlanta has she's benefited the most from it.
Hell yeah. Because I stay in the city, and I've never seen a billboard, an advertisement, or commercial with none of her business, but everybody know about it.
I could have did without Kenya coming back.
Well,
no, Kenya's my favorite.
But she didn't have a storyline last year either.
But at some Kenya's at that point where you gotta have somebody old who's gonna activate the people.
Well, they tried to with Marlo, but she have a disdain for Mario for Marlo. I'm sorry, and Marlo was coming to work trying to read them bitches' face up, but them bitches was turning their head like, girl, we ain't want to entertain that. So they was like icing her out in a sense, making us think like she crazy because won't nobody argue with her. They argue with every other bitch come on the show. Kim Fields even came on the show, and Kim ain't done a goddamn thing to her, Kenya Moore, and she went straight for her.
Marlo was so.
I wish Marlo would stay. Because let me tell you something.
I wish she would have stayed a friend. I wish she would have stayed just a friend.
I like Marlo, but she just got in this relationship. It was going to blossom. It was going to go into something, But Kenya and Candy would not play with her. They would not come to work with her. And see, that made her look stupid. And that's what I didn't like about that, because their job is to show up and give us content. They also made it very boring. Kenya, don't knock on my door because my daughter's here. Your daughter not supposed to be at work. She's supposed to be in a whole nother suite with her nanny. You're at work. So they didn't even give her a fucking chance.
No, they said we're gonna get rid of this bitch.
That's how they do. They did Nene the same way. You remember they iced her out one time. No one wanted to talk to her. No one wanted to deal with her. And I think Kenya thought this would make her the queen of that franchise, but it's been going down ever since. Because Nene, as crazy as she is, and she made good TV. She really made good TV. She had the best one-liners, the best catchphrases, just her attitude when she walked in. She did get a little beside herself towards the end, but they was icing her out the same way, and they can't even carry the show. What is Kenya gonna do? What's her storyline? It's not this dumbass or divorce that still ain't finalized after 9 seasons.
Well, I think this season, hopefully, we're not going to see her and Portia. Well, hell, I'm questioning if even Portia coming back, because her whole announcement last week was Portia Williams not coming back. But
Gargushika.
Yeah, but whatever her last name, that's the bitch. She in the building. But now you don't change her name back to Portia Williams on IG. So now I don't even think Portia coming back.
Oh, she coming for that drama. They're going to pay her even more for that drama.
She said Portia Williams is not coming back.
Oh, Portia is gonna make a lot of money for coming back, because if she exposed all of what she's going through now, the divorce, all this stuff, because they haven't started filming yet, this is gonna be made for good TV. And plus, her and King will probably at each other's throat. But the reason I want them to keep Marlo around, because Marlo single-handedly taught those women how to dress. Before Marlo got there, they were dressing like they worked at Macy's or one of the fine department stores. Them bitches look like librarians. They look like teachers who dressed up on Fridays. So now when Marlo came,
she should be a friend.
They should get rid of her altogether, though.
That's why I don't mind her being a friend. But that's it. I knew Portia and this divorce wasn't gonna last. I mean, this marriage wasn't gonna last long.
No, I wasn't built on shit.
I thought Portia was gonna at least get maybe get a baby out the deal or something.
She better be glad.
But And it doesn't surprise me that this man is in the news for scamming all this stuff. I mean, it's so many African scammers in Atlanta. All these, there's so many sickening nightclubs and sickening bars and hookah lounges that's owned by Africans who scam it. I mean, these Africans know how to hustle and they know how to do their thing. So
Set their clubs on fire.
I'm not sure how the Africans are in other cities, but in Atlanta, the Africans are the stunners. I mean, they are stunting down.
We're gonna find a way. I'm telling you. Go find a way. And speaking of stunners, it's a Georgia woman. Georgia woman get arrested.
I don't know if that's Chevelle.
I don't know what it's about.
We got a silly bitch ended up getting arrested at the dentist office for using a CPN to purchase some big fat ass Tic Tacs in her mouth. Did I read that right?
Do you think? Well, I guess this is before they did the surgery. That's the awful part, because if it happened afterward, I'm like, bitch, I got my teeth now. So
no, play the video.
Hello, ma'am. How you doing today? Hey. Let me see your phone real quick. What's your name? Let me see your phone real quick. What's your name? Tina who? Okay. What name did you come here under? My name? Why? You came under here? Are you sure about that? What's going on? Okay, go ahead and stand up for me real quick.
Recognizing red flags, the officer took swift action, placing her in handcuffs and escorting her out of the dental office.
You got ID on you?
Returning for the jail. Mileage is 14903. Repeating 14903. 233 radio.
This morning, got my money out to pay them today.
How much did you owe them today?
I owed them $8,000 today. And I went to the bank and got the money out to come here.
So you never paid with a credit card?
No, I never paid with a credit card. I've never paid with a credit card.
So if you was paying cash, why you just didn't use your name?
Because she used like a profile, like a care credit or something. She did this. I used the girl's care credit. She used it. I didn't.
Who used it?
The girl Mary. She used me. She put me as an authorized dealer on her care credit.
Who's Mary?
Sloan.
What does she look like?
I met her up here. I just bought the care credit from. I don't know, ma'am. I don't know about this. I just bought it because I wanted my teeth fixed.
You got her number in your phone?
No, I don't have her number.
So how did you get in touch with her?
One of my homeboys hooked me up with her.
So you never actually saw this person or talked to this person?
No.
Do you have any of the messages between you and your homeboy to prove that the one who gave it to you?
I don't know.
68255.
I'm trying to work with you. I would like to establish and prove your story, but you gotta give me something. So do you have the messages between you and this guy? All right, so let's backtrack. Did a male or female?
I gotta tell y'all a story.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
She's saying, you got me in your phone?
I'm not gonna snitch.
Well, I tell you, the bitches don't believe in snitching these days.
No,
they
man.
do not snitch.
Shout out to Caroline Fox.
$8,000.
That was funny to me.
Well, let me tell y'all something. When I first went,
$8,000. You could have went down to Columbia with all the other girls and did that for $5,000.
no, she wanted the good
Less
stuff.
than that.
You know, down there in Columbia, they give you the same material they make commodes with, and they just make teeth and put it in your mouth. She said, "No, ma'am, give me some real porcelain. So when I bite down that poach bone, it don't break." Okay.
Well, now she been to get her some new.
If you greedy, you don't need to get the cheap veneers because you eat too much. Get you some good veneers. That girl's trying to get some good veneers. Y'all, this happened to me before, but they didn't come in there like that. But one of my good girlfriends was selling care credit, and I said, "I want my teeth done." And they gave me the best deal in the world. And I started going, thought they just gonna snap some veneers on my fucked up mouth at the time. Man, they did so many surgeries on me. They did like 2 surgeries on me on my goddamn mouth. They done pulled out all teeth I didn't need. They did the works on me. By the time they got done with that shit, it was time to get the veneers. I said, you know what? Too much have been spent. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I just had a feeling. I said, I'm not going back. Spent about $10,000 in my motherfucking mouth. But I said, I can't go back. I can't go back. I had to go somewhere else and pay cash for them to finish the rest.
Yeah, because you know.
And then you be on the anesthesia. I was on the anesthesia. I got up. I was so goddamn high. I didn't know if I was in handcuffs or my friend was helping me to the car. All I know is the motherfucker was putting me in the car. I said, damn, am I arrested? Because, you went to sleep thinking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I went on the anesthesia.
Because, Sean, you don't know you're going to be going through all these processes before you get to
Bro, I thought they just going to throw some teeth on my mouth. Like, bam, get out of here.
That's why I tell everybody, get all your leg work done sometime over here before you go over there to get the teeth over there. So you won't have to worry about go get your teeth done, go get your cabinets, go get all that worked on, do that, your root canals before you go over there because they just go snap them on. They ain't doing all that. They ain't what they come here for.
I said, if I get caught, these people going to read me all over my space. Shout out to Care Credit.
Oh, shout out to Care Credit, child. This is like, and you can use Care Credit on your animals too.
Yes, you can.
My friend just talked about that last night at my house playing cards where he had to get like Care Credit for his dog because the surgery was $8,000. I was like, bitch, that dog would have to go see Jesus.
Neil, wait a minute.
Oh Lord, Prince.
Ashes, dust to dust.
You got Prince. We're not gonna do. We're gonna get you. We got you some credit, child. Because Prince had ate some weed. Honey, good thing for credit. My mom went right to the dog emergency room because they charged her $200 to tell her did he eat some weed.
That's 200. They're gonna talk about 7,000. Bitch, you gotta pay a motherfucking mortgage on their dog. I'm not paying no mortgage on no motherfucking dog. Bitch, get out of here.
Okay.
Thank you for upper room.
Thank you for your service.
Oh my God, y'all so tired.
You gotta go to the upper room.
Y'all so tired.
You're gonna be around there in pain. You better lay your ass down.
Oh my God, don't do that. So a 26-year-old mother of a mother of 3 in the DC area. She uses government-issued money totaling $10,800 to take her kids on a lavish trip. And so some people were saying, that she shouldn't have done that, but she took the children on the trip because she said that was something that she was never been able to do for her kids, and she wanted her kids to experience something for them that they will remember for a lifetime. So she took them to Miami. She took them to, I think, Disney, and they went on a shopping spree and all that kind of stuff like that. And she really showed them a really good time. They stayed in a nice hotel and all that kind of stuff like that. So
That was the mother?
Uh-huh.
I'm about to be like T.S. Madison and misgender the mama.
But yeah, so do y'all think she was wrong for what she did?
The $10,000 was for you to provide a better lifestyle for your family.
That's what the $10,000 was for.
The thing is, when you're doing these programs, you got to be very specific with what you're doing. If you say this money's for that, then it probably be better for you to pay that person's rent or XYZ, give the money directly to the other party because. Hey, she want to give her family this trip that she say, bitch, I couldn't afford to do this. We would have never went to Miami or did these things. So the kids probably had a great time. They probably enjoyed it, and they back in a whatever living situation. But at least they can experience and say they had this moment.
And she did pay off some debt and some bills too.
What a dumb bitch if you ever met one. You didn't have money to buy food. You don't have no residence. You really don't have no car, but you take money. Now, you can do what you want to when someone gives you money or you make your money, whatever you do. You have the option to do whatever you want to with that. But because her brain is small as her motherfucking length of her hair, she had a hard time understanding what that money was really raised for. Listen, you need to make sure your children are comfortable, have somewhere to lay their head, have food on the table. have clothes on their backs and shoes to wear to school and be able to go to school and function with a clear mind because they don't have to worry about the small things that a grown up of her age should be willing and freely able to take care of. Who gives a fuck about a trip when you get home and your next trip gonna be to somebody motherfucking sidewalk or stand with somebody parents or some shit and not wanted there and hungry and everybody else in the house eating, making sure they eat before y'all get back to the house so they don't have to feed your kids too and shit like that. That is a fucking dummy. Bitch don't need no vacation. Vacation is for hard working motherfuckers or people who get money at a certain level. If you vacations are high, they're very expensive. So if you got money to do that, that means you're doing something good in your motherfucking life. Bitch, you ain't doing a goddamn thing. You don't need a vacation till you get on your goddamn feet. And that $10,000 was to put you on your fucking feet so you didn't have to worry for at least 2 to 3 goddamn months because that would have been secured as you go find a motherfucking job where they can take out every week of your paycheck and put it to a vacation fund. And that's when you take them nappy head hungry motherfuckers somewhere.
It said the program recently chose 132 women to receive $10,800 of taxpayer funds in hopes that the money could better their lives. One of the mothers, she's 27, Kanithia Miller, spoke with Washington Post about how she spent her check on a lavish trip to Miami for her children. Kanithia said when she first received the money, she knew she wanted to blow it on something nice for her kids, though she applied to the program because her and her children's father were struggling to make ends meet.
Oh, it's a man in the equation too?
After they welcomed their third child in 2022. She told Post that she felt that spending the money on a once-in-a-lifetime vacation was better use of the free cash. So she opted to get the money at once versus the $900 monthly payments and spent at least $6,000 on the trip to the Yams. My kids got to experience something that I would never have been able to do if I didn't have that money. I want to blow it. I want to blow it on them and have fun. Of course, Kanithia couldn't go to Miami without giving herself a makeover. The mother said she spent $180 on getting her nails and hair done because she didn't want to look like a working, stressed out mom. While in the 305, she spent money on steak dinners, toys, new phones, and yacht tours. She even bought all 3 of her kids new clothes for each day that they were there. She wanted the trip to inspire her children to one day be able to afford a mansion and live a life of luxury. With the rest of the cash, she paid some bills and bought a used car. All in all, she has no regrets about how she spent the $10K.
Stupid bitch.
Okay, so the place I work, I see a lot of students who only experience and think the world is as big as what they see in their neighborhoods, who never get to go out of that region of DeKalb County. And so I can, part of me understand why you want to expose your kids to something that they might not have been exposed to. I kind of understand that because kids
But why not expose them to learning how to live just comfortably until you're able to do better? Show that type of progression because them kids don't need that. What they needed was, you'll be surprised the kids don't have their own place to lay and their own room and their own bed, how big that is for them to have their own bedroom, their own bathroom to go in. That is huge for a child who's not used to having.
These kids are also like, when they're going on trips, it makes, this kid came to me for 2 weeks to tell me, oh, I'm going to Orlando in 2 weeks. I ain't gonna be in this past Friday. I'm going to Orlando. He made sure he told me that every day up until last Thursday. I'm not gonna be in school Friday because I'm going to Orlando. I'm going on a trip. They look forward to going to these places. It sounds like a everyday normal occurrence for most people, but to him at 15 years old in the 10th grade, that was huge for him to go to Orlando for a vacation because that's something that you hear about, you see on TV. He was so excited to go to Orlando. So these kids are, experiences you can't take away. That's embedded in your memory. That's just. And
that is a good memory that you will have with your mom, that, that she did do that for us, especially we had a lot, because at that, the children don't know that they have a hard life. They don't know that.
They know. Oh, they know.
Because some kids don't know that they living in poverty. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all they know.
That's all they know. But they see other people living out in this world. They too exposed now. They know.
These kids are going through things that people don't even like. I would have never went through these things when I was in, or even thought about going through these things when I was in school. This kid came to me just today, stressed the fuck out, because he's like, I'm failing all my classes. We got a little over 9 weeks of school left, and I can't concentrate on school because him and his mama is taking care of his grandma who has dementia. So he's like, he spends his school day worried about if he's gonna leave the house or not. So some days he's out of school because he's at home with the grandma when the mom has to work and can't be there. So he's like, that's why I'm missing school, because I'm at home with my grandma. And so when I'm at school and my mom leaves and he's like, I check my phone location to see my mom not at home, I'm nervous because my grandma might wonder where. So these kids are thinking about things that was just mind blowing to me.
Yeah. Don Lemon has settled out of court for $24.5 million from getting fired from CNN. $24.5 million. Yeah.
Nice segment. We went from talking about a poor bitch to this bitch getting $25 million.
That's right.
Exactly. A black man. and that's what the money that he would have made had he been still in his contract for the next 3 years.
Oh, he ain't even got to work for it. Thank you, Lord.
Hello.
Talk about turning lemons to lemonade.
All because he didn't want to apologize.
To who?
It
had to be something Jewish. It had to be something.
It was some I forgot some
anti-Semitic. It had to be.
Y'all help me out. It was somebody white that was running for office or something like that. It was a woman, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I like the.
Congratulations to Don.
Me and my mama was on his show.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Was he nice?
He was very nice.
Good. Shout out to Don.
A lot of people had started, feeling like Don Lemon had gotten beside himself. He was getting too arrogant and XYZ because, he was making comments and he had black people in uproar about some things said. He had white people in uproar about some things said. But, people, when you are comfortable, you get more comfortable in a position and they build you up. Just say, okay, you can stay at this level. But once I really start voicing my truth and saying what I want to say, now you got a problem with what I got to say. Because at this point, I feel like I can say whatever.
Because you made it comfortable for me to do that.
Right.
But
he had ruffled a few feathers when he started talking about Harlem, but that's the place you stay in. But you was talking about that place, and then white people upset that you talk about this thing. But same with Nikki Haley, it was just all types of shit with Don Lemon. I just hope he finds another job that's going to
he don't need no job. He got $24 million.
No,
but
he opened his own little taste of thing up. He could do podcasts.
If that's what you was used to making that was your contract for the next 3 years, that means your lifestyle had become accustomed to that type of money.
We don't know because Ocho always talk about how he don't eat nothing but McDonald's all his career, and he saved all his money driving a smart car. So we don't know what people spend their money on. So he ain't got to be like what's the man name from Pose?
Billy
Porter.
Billy
Porter selling his house because he can no longer afford it no more because he's not getting that type of work and that.
And isn't Don married to his partner?
Oh, he gay?
I think he's married to his.
Yes,
I think he's married to his partner. But I think he does have something else in the works also.
Yeah, someone say he got his own show on X.
Right, he's working on something now, actually, something new. So shout out to that. He was nice. He was one of the first people that reached out to my mama when she went viral.
Okay.
So shout out to that. The oldest person in the country lives right here in Houston, Texas, and she is 114 years old.
God damn.
Yes.
Say
And,
yes. Say yes.
And she lives right here in Houston. So shout out
Oh
to
my
her.
God. 114. I wonder, is she still in her
114.
right mind?
Yeah, they say she in her right mind.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And she said they asked her what was her thing for longevity for living. She said drinking water, never smoking or drinking, and minding her own business. It's something that she has said. But she's 114 and she lives right here in Houston. So
She don't outlive cars. It ain't nothing to do at 114. Lord, come get me. Lord, what you doing? Everybody I know is gone.
Oh, and she said she started walking when she was, I think, like 80 or 90 or something like that. She started walking.
And ain't got dementia or nothing. Lord, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, God bless
What's
her.
up, Zodiac?
We're gonna go to a commercial break and we'll be right back.
We'll be right
Man, I know
back.
they ain't dead, man. They owe me some money. That's why I come to Calvary. Man, hold on, man. I better call that auntie, man. I don't believe your hair now, man. I'll holler at you later, man. Bye, dog. You're crazy as a mother.
What's wrong, Daddy?
Nah, man. Come on. Johnny dead, man. He dead.
He owe you what?
$400. Nigga better get up. I need my money.
How somebody gonna get up, Daddy, if they did?
Man, I ain't got time to be talking to you, bud, right now. Nah, ain't nothing funny. You been on me for 2 months. Hello, hey, how you doing?
Ooh.
Huh?
Daddy.
He dead for real. He dead. What happened? Hey, I don't know what the hell going on. You owe me $400. Wake up. I don't know. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but they owe me some money. Wait, tell him to get up and give me my money. You can lay back down after you get my money. I need my money.
Daddy,
right
you
now.
can't. Daddy, for real, Daddy.
I don't know who you think you're talking to. Look, somebody will give me my goddamn money. I'm not playing that bullshit. Hold on, I want to see you dead. I want to see where you at. Huh?
Daddy, you going to hell.
Need to go sign something.
Daddy, you going to hell.
I ain't going nowhere.
Daddy, hang up the phone for real.
I'm not hanging up nothing.
Daddy.
Hey, look, what? Hung up on me. I'm going to
Daddy, you can't do that.
No, I want my money. That ain't dead.
Daddy.
No.
Was y'all cool? You gotta be respectful too, Daddy.
I was respectful. Then she started talking crazy.
How somebody talking crazy, Daddy? That's probably
wake up and give me my money. I need my money. I ain't got nothing to do with all that, bud. Like, she talking about ain't nothing. Get my
to the pie, tingle maker, into the fucking elections on nation, on the God, and the biscuit, the biscuit fun. Behind on your heart.
She said, fuck it. Yes, ma'am, honey. Oh, we are back. Oh, child, Sweetheart was this past weekend. And congratulations to Rico and Giselle.
And Giselle, oh my Lord.
Yeah, congratulations to them. We tried to get Giselle to come in with us tonight, but she's just not getting the message. So shout out to her. We like you over here. We love you over here at our point of view, actually. When you come to your point of view.
And we got to see if it's definitely sweeter in Candyland. Shout out to GLT Jure. Me and Neil actually judged too.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we judged. It was, ooh. I don't know. I was worried. Well, I ain't
Do you think she's going to pull through?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Lord.
I had her going to the upper room.
With the dog. Lord, don't do it. How was Tarico? Well, I guess he was good. He won, huh?
Listen.
Who was in the pageant?
It was Tarico, Terrell Love Dupree,
really?
Saeed St. James, and Neil Hall. Yeah.
Neil Richards. Not Carlos, but Calvin Black.
Yeah, but he dropped out the interview.
Caviar Black?
Yeah, Caviar. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Miss Gay USA Classic. Malaysia's in here. Hey, Ja.
Hey, Malaysia.
Oh, okay. It was a lot of boys. How many girls was in it?
It was just 2 girls. It was Zamaria Cassadine and Giselle Lord.
Okay.
But let me tell you something. Tarico came in that motherfucker like y'all had me fucked up. I'm not losing that one more pageant. And I don't care who y'all bring. I'm going to win. And that is what he exemplified all night long. He came and interviewed and set his little ass down and buttoned his little coat up and just went in. Do you hear me? I said, well, hell. Well, hell. I'm talking about for presentation. His talent was absolutely amazing. Shout out to
Tarico had an amazing talent.
Baby. His talent was everything.
What? Okay, nephew.
Everything. He showed his ass. He really showed his ass. He showed his ass. He showed his. I think he won every category, if I'm not mistaken, except question. I think except question. And his question was good too. But
his talent was amazing.
Then Saeed came back with that Kelante talent. Peace Be Still. Man, I was up there crying like a goddamn baby.
Was it a Sweetheart Gospel Fest?
It wasn't a gospel fest.
Good.
It was.
Did
Strange Fruit or something.
And then he did Peace Be Still.
Neo did No More Drama.
And then
Terrell
did CeeLo Tonight.
I was gonna say, who did sleeping in the middle or something like that? Because that was an emotional roller coaster over there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations to them.
Tarico definitely did his thing. We wanted to make sure, no matter what, I told him Monday night, so no matter what the question was, you was gonna bring up all that shit from all the other stuff. Like he found a way to. He meant he was gonna bring all that up.
He wants y'all to know because wait a minute, because he's been very silent. He has not answered Baxter. He has not answered nobody, but he made sure in question to get all of that out, and it made sense. He did it and brought it all the way back around, so it was good. Shout out to Zamaria Cassadine because she was good. The young lady who got first run up, she was really good in the pageant. I think people get very nervous in question.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, it's them wordy questions. Sometimes the questions be so wordy that they take in too many of the words that they don't even have to take in. And it causes them to answer a question that wasn't even asked. You know what I'm saying?
And then if you're not a person of public speaking, then that can get you sometime in a funk to answer the question.
Yeah.
If you're not used to talking on the microphone and stuff like that, it's a lot that plays into being nervous.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think, oh, she's not good on the mic. Yes, she can be, or he can be, but they're not a public speaker,
Come with that. What's up, Javon Mays? There's so much to come along with that.
Yeah. We've seen a lot over the past weekend about discussions about face popping, the backlash of different stuff, trash talking about the ballroom scene and stuff that happened in these categories over the past, what was it called?
Coldest
Winter Ever Ball. And do you think that the ballroom is worse than pageantry behavior? Or are they kind of equal? For me, I think they're worse.
Which one you think worse?
The ballroom.
Okay.
I think ballroom is behavior is worse. Like they popping you on site, they macing you on site.
And let's not forget that boy cut that machete down his face.
Yeah, that too. On site. All of that. It's a lot. We breaking out right now. Whole house fighting. I think it's worse.
What's up, Huncho? Thank you.
And sometimes it ain't even for a coin.
It's for ego. It's for name. It's for the audacity. You got me fucked up. You answer it, Neil, because you really on both sides, kind of heavy.
I think I don't know if it's necessarily worse per se, because I think just in the culture, one culture is more upfront with it, and one is not, because pageantry can hide behind so many factors when they're picking a winner. Ballroom is whoever these people are, they're judging right in front of you, so it's no room to hide. It's like, okay, Neil is voting for this person. Everybody saw me vote for this person. So in pageantry, you have 7 judges or 5 judges, and all y'all can hide behind. Ooh, I thought you should have won. Ooh, I thought you should have won. I didn't see that coming. So everybody can hide behind a mask and blame it on somebody else. So one culture to me is a little more aggressive, or not even more aggressive, just more out there than the other.
So if it's more out there, then would that make it worse?
Yeah, that make it worse.
No, I mean, because and a lot of times in pageantry, I think it lacks transparency with a lot of these people. That's why I wanted to. That's one of the reasons I wanted to create a pageant where some of the judges have to show their scores, which eventually will go to most people showing their scores, because showing their scores, people hide behind these scores. I mean, I want people to know what you gave them. I want the audience to know. Because
and that means like that, since you know that it does, since it lacks transparency, and what happens in ballroom happens on site, that the behavior is worse. Because sometimes, you know, being that it lacks transparency at the pageants, you know, you don't get like all of that. Not like how it used to be back in the day. Now, back in the day in New Orleans, I know in New Orleans it used to go down. Even a couple of times at Miss Texas, it done went down. They throwing bottles and shit at Miss Texas.
Yeah,
well, I think in pageantry too, people have this misconception that these individuals are like really
right. I agree, Robert.
Like Miss America, who has gotten like $100,000 contract when you won this pageant. And I'm not a regular everyday person who's going to be around these people every day. Unlike Miss America or Miss USA, they're not going to be around these people that's in the audience or viewing these. They're not going to be around them daily. These people want to control your lives and give you a few $1,000s, and you're going to control your life. And now I have to be perfect. I have to be silenced. I can't speak. I can't do this. I can't say this. People like, per my contract, I can't do this. So it's like.
Universe not like that no more.
And per your contract, you said you can't be in malicious gossip. They ain't say you can't speak your mind and say what you want to say.
A lot of people feel pageantry people, when you're a king and queen, is almost like, not only am I the king or queen, but I'm also Mr. and Miss Congeniality.
But I also am who I am.
For some
you
people.
know.
But one thing I like about pageantry, though, is we really have to give a reason why we're doing something. In ballroom, you don't need a reason. You can just simply not like somebody and chop them. You know, sometimes I wonder, like, when people let chops go by, like, is that somebody who can stop the chop? You're like, oh no, they should be here, or they can, or just because someone's in their house, they automatically has to choose them over somebody else, even if the other person is better. So it lacks a lot of integrity, it seems sometimes too.
Because
both of them cheap. Both of them cheap. Listen,
Mama said Mama told Simone it was a 7.
And Simone popped that girl. And they said now it'll be 7 years before she can go back.
Mush.
Well,
you
bar
her, Neil.
Simone is a sweetheart. She's a lovely girl. You know, I love my Simone.
Well, tell
that
people,
wasn't the question.
Tell people. Tell the people who saw the video. Listen,
Simone is lovely.
How did y'all bar her? She can't be barred, can she? She the highest paid face, female.
That's all been done with.
But she still wear that, right?
Yeah, she can wear it until the next one wins.
Yeah, she gonna wear it until another person who wins.
So what I'm saying is, how they get to bar her from all the events? Is that even true?
Well, they do have ballroom alliances, and alliances, you know, group of members of all of these houses, and they have these stipulations and rules and bylaws. So if you break them,
okay.
So,
oh, you can't mush the judge.
Cannot mush the judge. It didn't hurt that lady.
Cause she ain't pop her, she mushed her.
What they did to the man with the green mace that time? Did they bar him?
With the mace in the machine.
Yeah, they was out of here.
No, he was effective. He was effective.
Them and the whole house a lot. Their house suffered a lot too behind that.
So that house is out of there.
But they like took a lot of heat behind it.
See, they should have sold Walmart that part. They should just came on over there and come in to the house of Walmart that part. And think about the results of Ballroom and Pageantry. Who has won more? Who has won more? Dark complexions or light complexions? What do you think is treated better? Well, here lately, go ahead, Neil.
I definitely think in the early years, lighter complexion people were like the face, the symbol of all. Well, to me, like the face categories, the pretty categories is like lighter skinned people. When you talk about realness, oh, this is the big black bitch and all that kind of stuff. So the realness people with dark skin, the face people, a lot of them were like, but I mean, there are exceptions. There were exceptions to the rule. But what I do like now is that people who are dark and lovely, they're not saying, oh, Giselle is a dark girl. No, like a dark, lovely girl. No, she's just a lovely girl now. She's just a lovely girl. So I do like that. I think more people are saying.
So the big backs were wearing realness. The little backs were wearing face. Is that what you're saying?
No, because big backs like Kelly get in.
And win.
You got the wrong back, silver.
But I think that back in the day, like the face categories was light skin, like Octavia and all of them used to win. Back then, it was all light skinned girls. It wasn't a dark skinned girl until I think probably Raquel coming through was probably like the darkest they was ever getting back then. That was shaking up the road.
Stasha was good back then too. She shook it up too, right?
Yeah.
Do we consider Stasha dark?
But her and Raquel, like Raquel was before Sasha.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah,
they about the same complexion to me.
You think
so?
They're
about the same complexion, but Raquel was before her.
Temperance is beautiful to me too. I like to see her walk. And did they let her in like that back in the day?
I think so.
She's really beautiful, dark skinned woman. I didn't see a lot of dark skinned guys walking because like I always say, I want to see Giselle walk with a beautiful chocolate man.
And like Lariah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I love me some Lariah.
All that chocolate together with a
maybe I don't know, maybe because if Ballroom originated in New York area where you have Puerto Ricans, black Puerto Rican mix, where it's those people, I don't know. They just seem like lighter people were getting in a lot.
Hey, Trazia.
And probably because of that, where it originated and where it started at and all that, has to come and play with that. Who do you think is someone who is a legend but doesn't connect to the younger community? Who do you think is someone who is a legend but doesn't connect to the younger community?
A legend.
I don't think none of these old bitches connect to the and let me tell you why. And it's hard
What?
No, it's hard to connect to the younger community because the young community gets it a little easier than someone that's been in the business a long time. To even be recognized as a legend these days mean that you went through insufferable things to get to where you are today, because you had to really be in the paint and you had to really get it out the mud, right? And there's a certain amount of respect that a legend should have and should demand. And I don't think a lot of times the younger generation wants to give that type of respect because they feel like, oh, bitch, I'm on the same show you on, so I'm just as good as you. So fuck what you talking about. So I sometimes think the young community is unteachable because once they start doing it their way, they don't think it's the other way. And then when someone older tells them something, it begins to be, oh, bitch, don't nobody do it like that no more. You so old, you so stuck, you so this. And so I don't think they appeal to anybody unless I don't know. I just don't, because they're in their own lane now. That's why people can do newcomer now for 16, 17 years, bitch. Because I ain't got to push up. You know, back in the days, those kind of parents wouldn't even let you stay on that thing. You can't do that anymore. Go somewhere else. Be great.
I think that's also I do agree with that. I think it's because a lot of these people who somebody would consider a legend or whatever, they're too accessible to the people. They interact too much with people on social media. And if we're going, even if we haven't never met, but we just go back and forth on social media, it makes it seem like we're on the same, like we're girlfriends now. And so
Right.
I can't really preach to my girlfriend, or a lot of them say, oh, child, that's just been such and such. Because a lot of them just girlfriend these people who are older. Like, I can always remember when I first came out, seeing Yoshiko was it was just like, oh my goodness, Yoshiko's
Yeah,
coming
you
in
want to eat Yoshiko
It was
pussy.
like, bitch.
You keep bringing Yoshiko up.
Yes, it was like, bitch, she's coming to Atlanta. We gotta go out. It was like saying, to me, she was the equivalent of how people feel about drag race girls now. It was like, bitch, she's coming to town. We all going to wherever she's gonna be at. But now these bitches, they are on live and they be in your live when you doing your makeup at shows. So now they feel like it's too personable. Like you're tangible to them versus like 20 years ago, you wasn't really tangible to the Candy Canes and the Yoshikas. And when you saw them, it was like an honor to see them. But now that you see people every day on social media.
Well, being an entertainer, sometimes I feel like, there are some that you can reach to and you can speak to, and they do listen. And then there, with the social media thing, it can be a blessing, it can be a curse with that. And it proved to me the other night when I was in Denver, and I just told this to somebody on my way back home today. I was on my live in Denver, and they was like, "You in Denver?" I was like, "Yeah." And it was like 3 people came to see me just because they saw I was on my live in Denver, and they didn't know I was coming there. And then meeting some of the people that was at the show, and they was like, it's so good to finally get to meet you. I'm so used to following you on social media and stuff like that, but to be able to see you in person and actually talk to you and see, that you're real. So that's still a good thing for us, and with connection and all that kind of stuff like that. Now, it's up to that person of the younger generation for you to want to take in the knowledge that a person that's a legend trying to give you, instead of thinking that they're trying to tear you down or read you all the time, because it's not always that. Now, sometimes the delivery might be a little off, sometimes maybe it's not, but at the end of the day, it's just like you competing for a pageant, you're getting your critiques, and your critiques could be that harsh. But you gonna be mad at them, or you gonna just listen to them and read them and think about what is being said, and if it don't apply to you, don't apply it to yourself. Just like overlook it and go on. And it's funny because somebody somebody told me the other day, it's a person that I consider a friend and have all considered this person a friend for years. And someone told me about this person years ago. They said, why you don't perform here and this place and that place? And I said, why? They said, because this particular person talks bad about you and they kind of like blackballed you from working here. I was like, really? Well, why would they do that? And so I never thought about it. I never heard it again. And like a week or two ago, I was talking to somebody else, and I said, well, I never performed in this particular place until like here recently in the last 2 years. And they's like, well, you know why that's happened, right? I was like, no, why? The person that told me this is not the person that told me this back in the day, because this was like when I first started, when they told me this the first time. So now I'm hearing this again. And this is somebody that I've known for years, but not as long as I've known the other person. So anyway, they said this person have talked about you to where they did not want to book you there. So that's probably why you never have been there. And that's why this person never wanted to, don't know nothing about you or anything like that, because of that person. And they didn't want the big black girl to be there. And you was that big black girl. And so they didn't want that competition. And I'm like, I cannot believe this, and I literally like consider this person a friend, and like, and I kind of believed it back then, but child, you can't stop my shine. That but like hearing this years later,
Yeah. Shout out to Darcel.
Some people,
it wasn't even. But like so but hold on, and I considered this person because you was already out and you was already performing, so you was already. So I considered you somebody that I didn't look up to you or nothing like that, but you was somebody that was doing you was doing your judge, and so I didn't look up to you.
I am screaming.
Are you talking about LaToya McCall?
No.
Toya didn't call.
So at least I knew that bitch, it's somebody that's already hating on me. You already in the game, and I'm a newcomer.
But that's inevitable, though. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. That's in almost every industry that you put yourself in, and you become good at what you do. People will start this whole thing about you, so that people won't like you like everybody else like you. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny. Even stepped into my business I'm in, like going on set, it was hard. So it was for the first 5 or 6 years, I was miserable because like every set I went on, the actors wanted me to do it. Then the department heads go crazy and they just act up. But I'm so thankful for that. All of those years, all of that stuff, because that taught me how not to treat people. Because if it made me feel like that, I would never inflict that on anybody else, not purposely. I'm very cognizant of how I treat people anyway, so I couldn't do nobody like that. But those kind of lessons are necessary, though. They help you grow in a way. Well, they're supposed to. They're supposed to help you grow in a way where you understand that you're so good that someone would go through this great amount to do whatever they're trying to do to you to stop you.
And the thing about it with that person, I've helped that person to where I better them to make them better in pageants. And if it wasn't for me, they probably wouldn't have won some of the stuff that they have won because I've helped you.
Yeah, and I've
helped you get there.
Let me tell y'all something. I don't harbor on that. If I'm gonna bless you, if I can be around you, and listen, I don't hold grudges either. Like, let me tell you something. They barred me out of Black Universe for 2 years. Now, she didn't speak to me for 2 entire years, and some of her millions followed suit. They didn't speak neither, and I was okay with that. But when there came an opportunity, I can bring Naisha on set to work on my set with me, that she can make a great amount of money just doing set work. I brought her in because I ain't holding on to grudges. I see somebody said they want to work. I see somebody in my community that know how to paint. I see somebody in my community that's professional. So what I did was I created an opportunity. I don't hold on to shit and say, oh, well, since you did me like this, I'm going to do you like this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how you fucking get blessed. And I think that's what we fuck up at a lot. We too busy trying to get back at people for what they did to us when they didn't have a true understanding of what they were doing or whatever place they was in life. And then we all play a part. I play my part too. You know what I'm saying? It's cause and effect. But you can't hold on to that shit your whole entire life, fucking over people so that you can look better. Hell fucking out. That doesn't serve you. It does not help you. And you get everything you dish out, you get it back in the motherfucking end.
I would say before we move on to the next topic, with some of these girls, they don't want to connect. Girls, guys, they don't want to connect to young people because that there's an age gap, there's a bridge gap. You don't want to connect. I think like someone like Tanisha Iman does a good job of connecting with younger people and girlfriending with young people, promoting younger people. She pushed them on her page. So like she does a good job of, this bitch is somebody who was winning pageants in the mid 90s, but still right now, currently, almost 30 years later, she's still connecting with people who just came out 2 years ago. So she's someone who does a good job of trying to, I don't want to say stay relevant, but just still be an influential person to younger people.
Yeah, shout out to T.I.
And you need those people because everybody's not gonna do that. Like,
shout out to the Grand Ruler.
Okay.
You don't want to do it. You just don't have the time to do that shit. You want.
It's a lot. And then when you got people, I got a young cousin I talk to and I try to mentor sometimes. He said, Trent, I want to be like you. I want to do what you're doing. I want to do this. And when I tell him certain things that you got to do to get to a certain place, I'm met with all kind of, no, but I could do that. No, I could do that. No, it's hard for young people to accept when you're giving them advice, because advice it's not always what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody's talking to you and trying to tell you how to do it, it ain't always what you want to hear. You remember the movie Karate Kid? You remember he had him washing cars, wash on, wash off. And to us, we'll say, they ain't got shit to do with karate. I come to learn karate. Wash on, wash off. Black people that walked away. I'm not washing no motherfucking car. I can't do karate. But he was trying to teach them discipline and every kind of thing. So when you're trying to teach somebody what it is and not tell them, oh, just go over there and do that pad and they're going to let you in. Or just go do this show where they make $500 a week plus insurance. They just don't let you on the showcase. They're not doing that. You got to work yourself up. You got to know how to be in these rooms. You got to know how to be in these spaces. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to somebody's book show and cause drama in the back. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave your diva at home. You got to know how to be in this place. It's so many jewels that if younger people talk to older people, don't worry about the age. Old motherfuckers run this country and make decisions for us all the time. Y'all seem to be okay with it, okay?
Hello.
So listen, when people giving you jewels, listen, you ain't got to agree with it. But every time I talk to somebody, like, I don't know if y'all ever talked to Siobhan Scott. Siobhan Scott is so fucking inspiring. She'll make you feel so good about your goddamn self. Sometimes you need somebody to push you on in a spiritual way. She's very spiritual, and you can tell. Like, I enjoy seeing her to get there from her. A lot of people don't want to listen to nobody because they just want to see the door to walk in. Show me the door I can walk in, and I got it from there.
They want to do the hard work.
I literally just told somebody that same thing like 2 days ago. I'm like, we need to get all these old bitches out the way. I'm like, these old bitches run the country. They run the government that you still in.
Yeah.
So if the old people run shit.
Yeah.
So if they run the government and the nation, they run the pageantry too. They run this industry. They run that industry. Whatever you're doing, it's old bitches running it. So you need to get in line because old bitches are going to be there.
Okay. Let's change the topic a little bit. What is your definition of a fuckboy? I don't know where that came from.
I was just going to say, where did that come from?
I don't even know what the is. I don't even think I have those. But if I did, I would think that would just be like your friend that you like. Fuck on, right? Y'all ain't got no connection with each other. That's all y'all do. That's it.
Well, most people look at fuckboys as something derogatory, though. Like,
do they? I don't know.
Like you a fuckboy. Like you always lying. You always act like you finna do
right. Big Miss Grinder Jack.
Yeah. No, I think them. Go ahead. Neil.
Go ahead. I think fuckboys are those people who in 4 or 5 different relationships and make you feel like you're the only one, and they always never available for you to come to their place. They always got to come to you, or you always got to meet in public, or after like a certain time, they will text you all day, but after about 7, 8, they stop texting because they home with their man. So, those are fuckboys. I've ran into a couple of those.
Yeah. When I hear about fuckboys, I always hear about niggas that just ain't shit. Like, nigga, you always, lying, like you said, got to, fucking with 2 or 3 people at one time, just always on some bullshit, just always fucked up. Like, nigga, you a fuckboy, That's how I've heard.
The fuckboys are taking advantage of the big bags.
Are you serious? Oh Lord! Oh no! I don't want no dealings with that. What the wait? Osalata say no fuckboy is someone that acts like a bitch.
Okay. Tell us about it.
Okay,
Osalata, give us an example. Write down in the comment.
Okay, shout out to the landlords, Yasha.
Yeah.
I'm hosting the pageant with Yasha in New Orleans, March 24th on my birthday, Miss Gay, Louisiana, USA Newcomer and USA Classic. So if you need a preliminary to go to Miss USA Newcomer or Miss Gay USA Classic, join us in New Orleans, March 24th, my birthday. and get your premium because they are some good promoters, by the way. And also I'll say also they like playing games. And Jawakatima say they the ones I slid out at Club Houston. There's a bunch of fuck boys at Club Houston. Yes, it's going to be lit. And I'm going to be in New Orleans Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And I go home on Wednesday. Yes, indeed. Okay. What else? What is a toxic trait that you have in friendships or relationships? Oh, a toxic trait? Oh.
Okay, so
toxic trait means like something bad, though, right?
Yeah, but it ain't got to look bad to you, but it's something that that hinders your spirit, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Shout out to Keishana.
Oh, my timing. I know that.
Marcus Douglas.
I know.
Communication for me, what's a toxic trait for me too is that I will talk with people. I have a conversation with you and be like, "Oh, we had a good time, X, Y, Z," and then as soon as we finish talking, I'll block you for like a day or two.
Oh.
What in the fuck?
Oh my God! No, Neil.
Neil, why?
Because I don't know why I do it. I just do it. I would like just. I don't want to get the good morning text. I don't want to get the good night text message. I don't want to do none of that. I'm like, "Oh, we had such a great time." Blah. I do it like weekly. I'll block somebody for a few days who I just meet, and then
they want to let you know they had a good time, or they want to know a little more about you.
I know we had a good time because it was involving me, so I know it was a good time. But I don't want the good morning text, the good night text. I don't need that. I got 3 people to tell good night and good morning to. I got 3 people to talk to every morning and every night before I go to work. And
I'm glad your weekend and night's free.
Let's say Neil a fuck boy.
Charlamagne. Don't do Neil like that.
Yeah, I think for me, like it is holding my friends to a standard that I will I hold them to, I think. And sometimes it don't work out in my favor a lot. That's why my circle is kind of small and I deal with the same people all the time. And then as far as like when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, but I don't move on their time but that's with anything. That's a toxic trait with me, period. I move on my own time.
I heard that.
I do. Like I'm gonna do it though. You might have to call me a couple of times if I don't do it right then. But I'm gonna do it. I promise you. I promise you. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I just might not be moving at your speed.
At your speed.
Yeah. And that's with anything, honey. I said work and all. Move, Prince. What's something you are starting to dislike as you get older? Cool. Oh, bitch, a lot.
I'm sorry, I'm making it very poor. So I don't like going to regular clubs like where people sit around in sections smoking hookah. I don't like doing it. Like, at one point it was like, oh, it seemed like established to get a section and be with your girlfriend in one section smoking hookah. I get bored with that. Like, I don't want to go to no club where I'm standing in line to get in there and people just.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
It's not a club feel. It's just more like sections. Everybody's in a section. So I don't like those type of clubs where you're just sitting around smoking hookah and people not doing nothing. I also don't like going to hookah lounges or restaurants where the music's too loud. I'm like, bitch, cut this music down. I don't like going.
I think I'm vice versa.
I be wanting to talk to whoever I'm there with, but I can't talk to whoever I'm there with because the goddamn DJ is playing Beyonce too loud.
This ain't Texas.
No, please.
I'll be over it.
Don't play that.
Ain't no hole.
Don't play that. And see, I'm very like to go to like a bar opposed to like a big club.
Me too.
I'm very that. I don't mind that. Because I'm very like that. And it seemed like here I was just asking a friend of mine the other day, why is it that here in Houston they don't like clubs? They like to go to bars, and when they go to bars, they sit on the fucking patio the whole time. I mean, the whole time you go in the club, get your drink to go sit outside on the patio.
I do that
the whole time.
I do that too.
The music's too loud. You want to hear? You want to talk to them?
No, I think they out there so they can smoke, and then the bathroom is full.
Yeah, so you can piss outside.
Yeah, the bathroom is full. You got to tell them how to choose but to piss outside because the bathroom is full of people that's in there doing powder, which I don't understand. Y'all doing powder, you can't smell it. Why y'all just not doing it right there? Everybody know y'all doing it.
But they do call it the powder room sometimes.
No, this is the restroom.
Who else should open up a club called the powder room? That'll be everything. But I dislike noise as I get older. Like I can go to a club, and if I go to a show, when I get back in my car, I don't cut the music on. I felt like I had enough inside, And I've rode with people before that when you get back in the car, the music just as loud as it was. I had to pull over, let me catch an Uber. And one of my pet peeves is like when you playing music or something like in your car, and everybody's on their phone looking at their videos, and everybody's phone's going off at the same time, like playing a video, and so many voices talking and the radio talking. It drives me nuts. That's why I ride by myself most of the time. But I will tell you in a minute. Can you please get you some earphones? Because I don't feel like people should hear what's going on your phone. That's yours.
And another pet peeve of mine has been when people drive, when people driving,
hey, Marissa.
when people driving and they don't put their blink over until they get over, that drives me crazy.
Oh, you kind of have to do that in Atlanta though, because if you put your blink on here, they go to speeding up, so you can't get over.
See, that runs me hot. I don't like it. Do you feel the value of relationships have changed, and what do you feel is the reason for that change? For me, I don't know the value of the relationships that I built. I don't think the value has changed in those that I have built and trusted. And like I said, I'm in the business of making like that people where I can let you into my life like that anyway. So, I cherish the relationships that I have. So I don't know if the value of relationships has changed or not. Because when I bring you in this and I trust you, I hold you dear to that. And if I see you moving in a direction that I don't like, I'm out of there. Before they even get to that point.
What type of relationships are you speaking of, though?
I'm speaking of friendships, but in anything like relationships as because I can't speak on no relationship because I ain't with nobody.
Well, because the internet has changed the whole ideal of what a relationship is like. You got motherfuckers in a full-fledged relationship for years just online, ain't never seen each other. And when you go see them, we were 1,000-pound sisters, Tammy and her sister. So, you don't even know. You've been in this whole relationship for 2 years. I think the value of everything has went down, but the prices went up, but the value has went down because people don't expect quality the way they used to back in the day. Friendships may have meant a great deal back in the day, but this world I feel like was built on deception because niggas was fucking they homeboys' wives back in the day, one of their children theirs. This shit always been crazy. Relationships has always been crazy. If you find somebody you jail with in life, a friend, a lover, anything, learn how to be real friends. Learn that person, because everybody got their own little ways. Respect that person. Respect that person's views. Even if your friend was an atheist, they don't believe in God, they go to talking that shit. I don't want to hear that. Just like you don't want to hear God.
Right.
But I can coexist with you because sometimes I don't know what the fuck to believe. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go with a higher power, okay? But it's learning that person, cherishing that person, being there for that person, even when they don't know you need them. My best friend, listen, I can call on the phone in a different voice and they know something ain't right with me. I like those type of friends. You know, what's wrong? How we getting you to this level? My best friend spoke to me a long time ago. We getting new cars. This was back in 2011. I didn't have $30 in my goddamn pocket. I had 10 of it I had just borrowed from her. I looked at her like she was crazy, motherfucker. We getting a new car. I know you fucking lying. You getting a new car. But just like when I talk about older people, I mean, young people don't like to take advice. A lot of people don't like to take advice. When she said new car, my mind instantly went to, I'm going to car lot tomorrow. No, she started making me work on my credit. She said, well, this is what you got to do with this. And you got to start doing this. You got to pay this down. You got to do this. Order this and this. She gave me the blueprint of how to do it so I can always know how to do it. Those are the type of friends you hold for a lifetime, because motherfucker who just feeds you all the time and don't teach you how to fish, they're going to have to feed you forever. And one day they're going to get sick of feeding you.
They're going to get sick of feeding you. And
one day,
yeah.
One day they're going to need to be fed. And you're going to be incompetent to do that because all your life, all the friends and relationship you have, you just took from. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think the values are different now. I know I went all over the world like a question and answer for most girls in the past. But that's what friendship is about. It's uplifting. It's helping you in the areas that you're not that good in, because we all got good and bad areas, you know.
And Desiree was very that for me. And that's why I always say that Desiree, between me and Angelica, Desiree has always been like my balance.
Okay.
And like I could always call on her. So, and I always say now, what I'm gonna do without my balance.
Right.
You know. So now I'm gonna have to think for myself now on when I want to go off on a bitch. You know, I could call her and say, "Girl, you calm me down like that." You know, and think rationally. That was who she was for me.
Yeah, you need that voice of reason sometimes.
Yeah,
my sweet babies.
How do you think the gay family has evolved since you've been out, and do you think it changed for the better or worse? I think sometimes it kind of for the worse sometimes, and for what I see for the most part, because sometimes I think a lot of kids get kids and they can't school nobody when they haven't been through nothing. And I can say that now, but not knowing then, when I was getting my kids, I was young too. So I was them, you know, but I was also on my own.
Like
I was on my own. I had already stayed in another state by myself and had a job, you know, all that kind of stuff like that. So I've been an only child and being with my mama, I've always had some type of what you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Knowledge of how to be an adult. You know, I've always cared for myself since I was a kid. Like it was just me and my mama, and like she would tell me stuff like, "I'm going to work. Do not do this, and do not answer the door." So I've always been that way. I've always had a motherly figure. So, I can see it, but like watching other young kids be a mentor to people, and I see how you living and how you gonna be a mentor to them. And your trade ain't even together. Your life ain't even together.
Yeah.
So how do you got grandkids?
Well, I think it's different now. I mean, people are having kids because they are the kids are popular on social media. So you're attaching yourself to them, or they are known in pageants, so they had one good pageant that they were good, and so now I got to make this person my child. So it's like, you know, they're doing stuff like that. You know, back in my day when I first came out, people wanted to be a child or a parent because you just wanted to have sex with them. But now these people are really just.
Although it's still the same. not much has changed.
Life was simple when it was just about the sex, but now
they got better pills now. But they got better pills and stuff now. Like you can take PrEP and get nutted in. You can.
Oh my God.
PEP, you can get nutted in.
But this is family members.
I see people who are 30,
especially those.
Like when people are in their 30s and 40s talk about this is my gay mama or my gay daddy. All of a sudden, I'm like, girl, stop it.
No, some people still need people in their lives.
Yeah.
It goes back to relationships. You still need people in your lives. It don't matter how old you are.
I just had a conversation with somebody who they made somebody their child who did.
Thank you. That's it, Dre.
They made somebody their child who did well with pageant. I'm like, see, y'all like to have these popcorn kids who you can feel like you're taking credit for, but these kids, they were already doing X, Y, Z. They were already in emotion. It ain't like you took some person who was new to this and built them up.
Well, it's important to pick great, because even with record companies back in the day, they would pick the artists on the label, and then they put the stuff they need to put behind them because they was already good. You know, you can add something to it.
These people are picking people who are already signed to Motown, who already got it. Like, they got phony now. So it ain't like
maybe they had a bad record deal, but listen to this. listen to this though. It's never gonna be 100 across the board, because back in the day, if we compare it back in the day, when people got kids and stuff, they taught them how to write checks because the system was so easy. They taught them how to run out of stores. They taught them how to boost. They taught them how to do all kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Prostitute, everything. So, you know, it just depends on what you come up around and what. You know, you're so impressionable when you're young. When you see something that you want to be a part of, like, you're going to start navigating towards it, and you're going to start doing it. Everybody don't pick no good mama. Everybody can't be a good mama, gay or straight. I don't have a good mama. You know what I'm saying? So
it's funny that you say that, you know, they teach you how to write checks. They teach you how to do this. Your gay mama teach you how to do and survive how she know how to, or your daddy, how she know how to survive.
Absolutely.
And then if she see that way wasn't the way that you can go, and she see another route for you, then she can make that route happen for you, you know, because I say that because my gay mothers before Colexis was this queen named Shaniqua and PK. All they did was write checks and credit cards, but they would never let me do that. If I want to do drag, you can do that. You can do that, but you gotta go to school. And so that's what that was. And even like with Frida drag mama, her drag mama was a drug dealer.
Oh shit.
But she would never let Frida do that, you know. And so Frida found other ways to be mischievous and rebellious.
That child sold crack and Frida shook crack. You talking about Big Frida?
No, I'm talking about Frida Pine.
Oh,
Frida shook credit cards. I mean, shook checkbooks.
Okay.
But you know, so the gay family has definitely changed. We're gonna go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back. What you gonna say, Neil?
No, I'll say it for later.
We're gonna go to commercial break, and we'll be right back.
All right, baby girl. Now tell me what your eating habits like. Like, when you eat in the morning, what time do you eat?
I wake up at like 10:30. I may eat breakfast at like 12 o'clock.
The morning gone. What you be eating?
Bacon, eggs, grits.
You stay by a Waffle House?
No, sir.
Well, you ain't got to eat that type of shit every morning. Try some goddamn oatmeal.
But the doctor told me that if I don't eat them, my metabolism is high or low or something.
First of all, let me tell you something. Your metabolism dead. And ain't no doctor. Who the fuck that is? I'm Dr. Now. You listen to me. You hear me?
Yes.
I'm Dr. Now. I'm Dr. Now. Get it done. I get the fat out. Don't nobody fuck with me. I'm the #1 take the fat out of motherfucker. You hear me? Don't you listen to nobody else. You listen to me. I'm a happy looking like Stallion and Megan. You get it?
They say I gotta stop smoking weed. I'm getting the fuck out of here right now.
Mama, you're here for your knee.
I don't care.
Your knee hurts.
I know, but I just get the hell out of here. That's all. I don't want my weed taken away from me.
Okay, they ain't gonna take your weed away.
They could take my leg.
That's me.
He said, fuck that leg.
That's me. That's me.
Fuck that leg, baby.
Baby, please, whatever y'all do, please don't make me start smoking weed. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Like she finna cry too. Like she gonna cry.
Well, I'll tell you, when I saw that girl talent, that reminded me of this weekend. I hate to say this because I'm gonna do free, but that reminded me of Pharrell's talent when they was doing Tonight.
Trevor, where you going?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What the what the hell doing? What the hell? I want to see it. I want to see it. If I tell you, when I first seen Miss Thang Talent, and she had said at the end, thank you, and that was it. I said, well, wait a minute, bitch. That's all you got? I want to see Hayden Ninja. Wait, if anybody got the clip, Scrub Talent over at Sweetheart, please send me that. Done.
Oh my goodness. You know, I just love Terrell because he's so calm. But when the talent plays, I really thought they were going to say, I thought they were playing somebody else's music. Because it was CeeLo Green Tonight, and that's the dancing song. I see so many people dancing like I just saw Jermaine, Crazy. They did that.
Oh,
yes. I mean that's a dance song.
I'm saying.
Wait, so what?
At one point, the audience was going up, and I thought they was like the audience like clapping.
Lord, I'm so safe. Safe in His arms when the storm night.
Oh, girl, if y'all don't send me that, I got to see it.
I applaud the effort for doing it, but it was like I was like.
So what? Give me what the talent was. Do it like Sophia. Picture it. Atlanta, September. I mean, they weren't dancing to it. What they did to it?
The dance.
So it was a dance. It was a dance talent.
They danced their ass off. The dancers. But the thing, as the lead person,
you got to do something.
I can't be on here to be about being transparent and can't be transparent with my own people because
he did Dionne Warwick. Like Solid Gold Dancers.
It was probably not. Does Dionne Warwick dance?
No, but like Solid Gold Dancers was in the back talking about Solid Gold, and she was drilling up my life with music.
She did the most dancing and walk on by.
Yes, she did. Now she's two-stepped in the walk on by now.
Yeah.
Hey, Rodriguez.
You know, it felt like, it felt like they were dancing full out and he was going through the motion of a rehearsal, like going through my steps. Like, okay, this is my point, this is my point. But
All the Jones steps.
But it wasn't like, because at one point when the audience was going up, I actually turned around. I was like judging. I turned around like, I didn't know something else was going on in the building I didn't see.
Yeah.
Oh, do it.
Tonight at the village of life. Did they go up on the breakdown or something? It was a breakdown?
I think visually it wasn't bad. Visually, it was like, oh, he got a talent. Okay. It was that type of thing. But his momentum did not his energy, period, did not match their energy. I wish they could have made it another way where he could have really just performed and not really tried to do the moves. If that makes sense.
I really think like with a different song, like just a different song, it would have been better, because you can have dancers around you where you ain't got to do much.
Right, and he could have had like
that
them.
Song right there requires a lot of. That's like a dancing song. They say we dancing all over the world. You think I'm about to dance all over the world doing the electric slide and the cha-cha? No, I am dancing boots.
That take a lot of money too to bring dancers all the way from out of town, house them, feed them, pay for rehearsal.
The dancers did good though.
The dancers did amazing. So you said it was him who didn't do amazing?
I'm saying at the end of the day, the talent of you and the dancers, they have to match, because at some point it's your talent. So if the dancers are overpowering your dancing, and then that's gonna be so noticeable to the judges and to the audience. So it's either the dancers gotta hold back a little bit or you gotta step up.
They just sent me the video.
So
where you going?
Am I like?
Shout out to Terrell. Shout out to Terrell. Shout out to Terrell. Love the breed.
Oh, he was in the Pageant.
I didn't understand his sportswear. I didn't understand his sportswear that well. It was kind of, I don't know.
Somebody messaged me about the about families. They said, I dated someone off the city chat gag. He was in a wheelchair with a jerry curl and 1.5 leg and arm.
I'm not gonna do
Never
Is this real, Chevelle?
Never ran so fast in my life to the airport.
What happened? Say it again.
I dated someone off the city chat, within the grinder or something like that. Gagged. He was in a wheelchair with a jerry curl and 1.5 leg and half arm. Never ran so fast in my life to the airport. I think gay families now are only for kids trying to do shows. People names be chronological. Ross, Dupree, Dickerson, Santiago, Alexander. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait, they sent me some more video from the page. What's this with the chest piece?
Who's in there recording and wasn't supposed to be recording?
What's this with the chest piece, y'all? What was that?
What's up, Ryan Tejura? Terrell.
Or Giselle?
Matthew.
Terrell.
What's up? Raquel Lord. What's up?
The black with the collar.
Terrell did good. He did good.
The black with the collar.
I told Giselle at Trent Place the other day.
Okay, Tarico.
But I asked Giselle, I'm like, that sportswear that Giselle had on. I'm like, what beauty shop did you get that from?
But wait, that was Terrell Sportswear, that black with that chest piece thing.
Yeah.
Who was this with the hat? And the purse. He said the twinkle top, like twinkle. Oh, well, that's the one. Saeed. That's okay.
Thank you,
Oh,
Raquel.
yeah,
Love
had
you.
the plate on too.
Love you, Raquel. The standard.
Raquel Lord.
Raquel Lord, the one and only.
Shout out to Raquel Lord.
Raquel came out and did the show the other day in a lavender outfit and came out and did Is It a Crime? I think Raquel.
Oh, I love when she
I
do
gave
that.
her every dollar out of my pocket. It was so fucking breathtaking. Raquel to me is the standard.
Raquel,
Shout out to
that
Raquel.
song and Annie Lennox Money Came By are my two favorite things for Raquel to do. And I ain't saw Raquel
have
do
three.
Annie Lennox in years.
Yeah.
But those
I
are my
have-
two favorite songs.
I have three. I have Is It a Crime? Her Donna Summers mix. And oh shit. It just left my Is It a Crime, Donna Summers, and the Mariah Carey. Oh, that's what was going on. This is going out. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Hello? Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And her Mariah Carey, the old from the Glitter soundtrack, that mix that she do. I love that. Those are my three favorites. So shout out to Raquel Lord.
Shout out to
everybody.
Raquel Lord.
That does conclude our night, you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Our Point of View. I want y'all to please go subscribe to Chevelle Brooks 75 on YouTube. And if you want to advertise right here on YouTube, please hit me up in my inbox or connect with one of the panelists here, and we will definitely advertise you here on Our Point of View. We want to thank y'all so much for tuning in and always getting your juice. And we appreciate you, and we love y'all.
We love you.
We
miss you, Dominique. We'll see you next week.
We miss you, Dominique. We will see you next week. Prince, say bye to the people, because you have really
Prince
got
is
on
too
my nerves.
spoiled. Look at Prince.
Yes, he
Too
is,
spoiled.
Lord. Yes, honey.
I hope you don't need no surgery for no $8,000.
No, you better let him be a.
Baby, listen, I don't know. We're going to do the GoFundMe. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Coco. And we'll see y'all next week.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Dina Jacobs.
Happy birthday.
Ooh, honey. I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. I gotta go. 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 If I tell you the kids had came in and tuned in tonight, baby. Yes, they did, honey. I hope y'all got y'all juice, cause guess what, baby? I got mine. I can tell y'all one thing. Y'all better tune in next week, baby, for the next episode of the Boom Boom Show. I gotta go. Honey, I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. Baby. Ooh, honey. I gotta go. 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 I gotta go.